Hi, air signs. How are you? Happy 8/8. Last but not least, I'm sorry. I know I have many of you out there who are air signs and we're probably like, when is she going to do the video? But I shockingly, even with all the crazy energies coming in, managed to knock out three videos 3 days in a row, which is not that common for me. So I'm very excited about that I'm able to bring this to you. And maybe it's going to be even more powerful coming out actually on the date of 8/8. So um, if you have not watched any of the other videos, especially the fire signs video, I would encourage you to at least watch the beginning of that one because that will explain to you the significance of 8/8. What does it mean? Why do we call it the Lionsgate portal? What does it mean, from a celestial standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint? What energies does it tie into? It's going to be pretty obvious from the decks that I'm using and the things I'm referencing today that it has ties to ancient Egypt as well as Syrian energy. So I'm going to be using the Syrian, or sorry, it's like Syrian Starseed Tarot or something. I don't even know. I was saying in the Earth Signs video yesterday, my brain is just absolutely like, I couldn't even think of yesterday when it came out in the video that the Earth sign may have been dealing with the fire sign, and I was like, it's Leo, Sag, and I couldn't remember it was Aries. Like, I mean, that's how crazy the ascension is when you start losing your memory and your bearings in this 3D realm. Like you're living in the fifth dimension, which is not really like grounded and connected to all these things. So anyway, I'm not going to use the traditional spread that I normally do. Because it's 8/8, I was guided to do 8 cards and just kind of flow them all together and see what comes out. So I'm doing 7 from this Syrian Starseed Tarot, if that's what it's even called. If you really want to know for sure, I can find that out for you. I can confirm that, I should say, later with the box that's right over there. Then I'm going to pull from the Gateway Oracle because this is considered a gate, Lion's Gate, Gateway, 8/8, all these different things you're going to be hearing. I've also got an Orgonite Pyramid here, just beautiful. And to represent the Leo energy, the fire, we've got 2 flame carvings, a carnelian and an angel aura. Absolutely beautiful energy. Just love these crystals. So as usual, there will be an extended version of this if you feel like I'm tapping into your energy or your situation, or you're just enjoying if you're wanting some further guidance that comes out as they always do, and more in depth in the extended. Vimeo, I'm still having issues with that, so that you can. I'm going to upload a separate private link to YouTube. You can message me for that, and it will be $9.99. Which again, if this is, being a general reading, if it's resonating with you very specifically, that is a lot cheaper of a way to get some personal guidance that resonates for you than it would be with a one-on-one session. But if you're interested in a one-on-one session, that information is also down below. So I think that's everything now, although I wanted to point out that on the bottom of the deck, we have the lovers. So I don't know if that's significant for any of you, but that is Gemini energy. So right off the bat, we've got some air sign energy coming through here. So I think that's it. Oh, and over on the extended, I'm going to pull an Isis Oracle message specific. Those are really cool cards. They don't use that often, but definitely Egyptian energy, goddess energy. Okay, those want to come out. So that's where we're going with this, guys. We're going to see what's going on with air signs, and it's going to be, either what this portal, this gateway, this energy is ushering in, what it's ushering out, what is really gonna be like a driving theme for you. Interesting. I shuffled these extensively. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it though. I'm gonna roll with it. Let's just say, suffice it to say, you might be dealing with an earth sign. You might want to watch the earth sign video because just about the exact same spread came out. But we're going to see what comes out for the gateway card to clarify it. Okay. Let's get a little bit different energy here. But the earth signs, literally there was the same, the first card's missing from theirs, but second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, even though I shuffled, I thought I even put them back in differently yesterday after I usually typically do that. And then the card that was like on the bottom, so I don't know how it ended up here, um, it is present. So I, again, if you're dealing with an earth sign, you definitely might want to, or if you maybe have a lot of earth in your chart, but some of the messages that came out in that one definitely may resonate. But what I'm picking up on, where the earth signs were dealing with a situation where somebody was going to maybe come back in to their life, um, they were going to have a choice to make. And the big, strong message that came out for earth signs in that video was to act with grace and look at things from a different perspective, maybe learning forgiveness, acting in a gentle manner to hear somebody out. Because if they want to give this person another chance, they can't react in the same way and expect a different result. They can't react in anger, and expect somebody, that the things are going to change. So there needed to be a compromise. So what I'm getting here is, again, there has been Two of Orbs is the Two of Swords. So you've got some sort of choice here. You've got some sort of a choice, I would say, between romantic partners, just like the air signs did. Or I'm sorry, the earth signs. Whereas the earth signs were being asked to act with more grace, this is asking you to step into your power. So I feel like maybe there is a lack of confidence on your part as to pursuing what it is you really want in life and with a person, with a romantic partner. So you may really be conflicted and in your head about this situation. We've got the Two of Orbs, which in this deck is the Two of Swords. But this is more like, to me, looks like Pentacles energy, which is the juggling, the balance, that type of thing. Five of Flames is Five of Wands, which is the conflict, competition. So I feel like, though, the reason I was getting, from the Earth sign video, that there was a new start with somebody from the past coming back in, or possibly two new people, was they had the Ace of Flames, which is the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning, a new start of something. This to me is like you're already in this situation where you have a choice to make, I feel like. And I feel like you're conflicted maybe between a water sign and a fire sign. So let's see if my memory can hold up here. Water signs, as a reminder, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have both knights, okay? It doesn't have to be that specific, that person's astrological sign. It could just be their energy, okay? And it could very well be your energy. I feel like, too, even if maybe you don't have a choice, if it's not resonating that you don't have a choice between two people, if there's just one person that you're conflicted about, do I go forward with this? Do I pursue them? It could just be that you are in the energy very much right now of Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands, where you want to go forward. You want to present yourself, to this person and start a new, fresh, dynamic, but you don't maybe feel the confidence. I feel like maybe you're conflicted in your head because, Two of Swords is very much, and Five of Flames, which is the Five of Wands, are very much in your head energy. And so I feel like this is like, I'm conflicted and in my head. I don't know what I should do. I really want to go forward with this, but I feel like at times the depth of the emotion that you feel for this person overwhelms you. That's interesting that in this Knight of Cups, Knight of Chalices, it's the Adept in this card, in this deck. This one, he's like swimming in this cup and it's like a tidal wave washing over him. He's like struggling, he's like trying to keep his head above the water. And I just feel like he's drowning in his emotions. But there's so much passion and so much heart energy coming here. It's like, it's almost like that is like burning away these fears, these emotional fears, where, and maybe that's where the lack of balance is too, where it's like, oh my God, I'm like so afraid of being hurt. I'm drowning in my emotions of what I feel for this person. But, you know, the heart is just calling. And this is definitely a twin flame dynamic. If you resonate with that, that you don't have to, it could be a sacred partner. It is like something where I feel like there has been a separation and you know, a physical separation. There's never a separation in a twin flame dynamic, but I feel like, and you may be very well cross watching, so this could maybe make more sense if your person is an air sign, okay? If you're not the one that's quote running, but this could be like a cross watch scenario. But I'm just getting that there's very much somebody in their head conflicted about coming forward. Again, as I was saying earlier, it could be a choice between a fire and a water sign as well. But it's a matter of, no matter what it is, of following your heart. And I'm getting that, you know, if you are the person who's torn about what you should do, or if your person is like, no matter who it is, the person that has been, you know, drowning in their emotions, not coming forward and living in fear, their heart, the calling of their heart, and this Lionsgate energy, they're not going to be able to ignore it any longer. Like, it is the activations that are happening, especially for people who are just starting to awaken. It's going to be a lot of energy. And with that flame back there, I mean, he's like, and I mean, he's kind of, you know, I know this is kind of a sexual energy, nights, right? But it's like he's burying he's like burying his soul. That's what I get, because it's like, yeah, his chest is bare, but look at the gold energy coming out. That's absolutely beautiful. And I know, you know, I always make jokes like, we want the knights, you know, we want the knights to become kings, but we do have a solid, tangible offer coming. I feel like with Ace of Crystals, Ace of Pentacles, it is a new beginning in the physical. So whatever is going on in someone's head right now, in their heart, I feel like it's this energy is being ushered in to like force them to take physical action towards, because we've got the Ace of Crystals, which is Ace of Pentacles, physical, tangible start towards a divine partnership. And you know what's really crazy? Guess what comes after that? Two of Flames, twin flames. This is literally a Two of Flames card. I mean, I couldn't make this up if I tried. Two of Wands. It's like that manifestation energy of going forward and making this happen. Two of Cups, Two of Flames. Wow. And the Gateway card is coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. So I feel like, again, this is very much that divine energy, that golden light energy coming down that they're feeling in their heart. You, or the person you're dealing with, is feeling emanating from their heart. Step into my power boldly and confidently. And this could also just be, you know, you, if you are waiting for this person, it's like you're just connecting to your divinity more and just trusting and knowing that this is going to happen, that this is coming. And so I feel like the strong message I'm getting from this situation is that, oh my God, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Is that there's this overwhelming feeling that this can't be ignored anymore, that this has to be pursued. This has to be, they can't stay away. And again, keep in mind, you know, air signs, if you're an air sign or your person's an air sign, this is also, you know, this applies to sun, moon, rising, other aspects of your chart. So just because your person might be a water sign, they might have a moon in Aquarius or something like that. So you might want to look at their whole chart to the extent that you know that information, or your whole chart. And again, that information is down below. There's a free link for that down below. And what I was freaking out was, I always like to look at the bottom of the deck and just see what other messages might come out. We got Sage of Flames, which that's the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you know, that's just that confidence. That's a confident energy. and it's like connected and like all to all areas of the divine. But what really blows my mind underneath is we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is the three of crystals in this deck. And to me, that Three of Pentacles is represents the Holy Trinity. That always has been that way for me. The masculine and a union. It's a union card. Masculine and feminine in union with God. The Three Pentacles, the three parts that make up the Trinity. Look at what they have written on this card, you guys. Trinity. I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. So I had some very strong energy coming in. Again, you might want to watch the Earth Signs video that I uploaded last night. Very similar spread, but the energy was more of the person maybe who had been left and whether they were going to be receptive to somebody coming back. And so I went into that quite a bit as far as, and it was maybe more in the extended, as far as my experience with that, as far as having to change your perspective from a 3D to a 5D perspective on how, you know, it's a delicate balance to set boundaries and establish how you want to be treated. But when you stop having certain expectations and know that it's this intricate, you know, integration process, you can slowly start to develop like this thread of contact in the physical and not push for anything more. And it's really starting to bring people together. Oh, I think what I was getting to was just that there were going to be, I feel like Lionsgate is going to bring in a lot of sacred partnership unions. And I think unions, though, the perspective maybe that we need to change. What does union look like? Does that mean that we're all of a sudden, boom, we're in a relationship and living together and doing all these things? It's like, well, no, maybe union is just you're starting to really connect with them in the physical realm in a way you never have before, in a way that's patient, in a way that's slow, and it's you really realize that you're never separate from them and you don't need them in your life all the time, and that it's just this very, very slow integration. To me, that's maybe the commencement of union. Okay, so I think that's going to be happening for many of us right after this energy comes in, and I think the Trinity card is absolutely confirmation of that. But again, the Earth signs, what I digress from that. That may have been the perspective of the person that, you know, the person left. Are you going to let them back in when they come back? You may be on the other side of that coin where you're afraid to step into your power and try to come back. Are they going to accept me? There's a lot of conflict, but I'm just getting the go on that because to me, it's like if it's a true divine sacred partnership, even though it could be a little awkward at first, there's definitely, you know, there's going to be forgiveness in situations maybe where you wouldn't put up with things before you would have otherwise. You know, there's just this unconditional love there and an understanding, and it just works out. So hopefully you guys will resonate with that. I think it's a beautiful message, and I think it's a very exciting month ahead, but we're going to go more in depth into that and see what's coming in, maybe what you need to work on to get that confidence to come forward. We're going to maybe look into, you know, just some more cosmic oracle cards and definitely the Isis energy. So hopefully I will see you for the extended, but either way, I hope you have a beautiful month. Take care.